everyone, this is Randy. Welcome to this edition of E3 Minutes for Life. I am standing in one of the busiest, loudest, most bustling places I've ever been, and it's kind of surprising because I just left a rodeo. I am at Calgary, Alberta, Canada, right in front of the entrance to the Calgary Stampede. The very first one happened in 1884. That was an exhibition. They had the next one in 1912, and then it was discontinued until after World War I. And in 1919, they started what is traditionally thought of as the annual rodeo here. And it's been a great event. It's been an interesting deal. Kind of check it off the bucket list. Did it once. I've always heard about it. But what I want you to see is, in case you're not familiar with rodeo, several of the events in rodeo are based on 8 seconds. The bull riding is 8 seconds, the bareback riding is 8 seconds, the saddle bronc riding is 8 seconds, and there are other events also. But what really struck me today was they were paying $50,000 to whoever won the event. And so for 8 seconds, if they could stay on a wild animal for 8 seconds, they'd win $50,000. That translates to about $22.5 million an hour. Somebody won the steer wrestling event in 4 seconds. So in 4 seconds, it went to $45 million an hour that they won it in. The barrel racer won it in about 16 some odd seconds, so it drops that down to about $12 million an hour. Still a crazy amount of money, right? But here's what I want you to think about. None of us are going to make that kind of money. We look at pro sports and we look at that altogether different. Can't believe they make that much money for doing 8 seconds worth of work or for 3 hours on a Sunday afternoon or whatever. But I want you to think about it. No matter what you do, no matter how much you get paid, it comes out to a certain amount per hour or a certain amount per minute or a certain amount per second. And what you do is not geared by that 1 second or 1 minute or 1 hour or even 1 day. It's everything you've done to that point to get ready, to be able to do that, to perform at your best when it matters most. You know, this came down one of the events today, kind of had an overtime, which I've never seen that in rodeo before. But every single day, you have the opportunity to do your work at a championship level or at a just good enough level. And so I think it comes down to 3 things. You know, number one, what are you willing to do to prepare to do well at what you do? What are you doing to learn more? What are you doing to add to your toolbox? Number 2, what are you willing to sacrifice to succeed? I may have to stop doing some things, or I may have to give up some habits. I may have to sacrifice my own ideas for the group ideas or for the group objectives. And then finally, what are you willing to endure to finish? A lot of people are good at starting, but not many people are good at finishing. And I would just ask you, what are you willing to do to finish that project or to finish the year well, to finish the task that you're working on, and so that you perform at the level that these people who are making $22.5 million an hour make. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you being with us on this edition of E3 Minutes for Life, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.